The Object 279 is an 8.7 battle rating Soviet moon rover that proves Germany suffers. The 279 is the result of the Soviets wanting to improve upon the most overpowered tank in the game by making a tank capable of surviving a direct nuclear blast. So instead of coming up with something actually original, they did the Soviet thing and decided to copy some Tsarist floating frisbees from the 19th century or something. The result was this unholy abomination that looks like it ought to be out actually rebalancing the War Thunder naval meter, but instead had 4 sets of tracks slapped on it to give tall tanker man an aneurysm.
God lord.
This vehicle could be obtained through the April Fool's rocket engineering event, which seemed to require a master's degree in thermo-fucking-dynamics to properly understand. However, unlike the IS-7 event a couple of years ago, it was actually relatively easy to obtain once you blew off all your responsibilities and gathered enough IQ together to actually read the website. If you missed the event or, like me, couldn't be fucking bothered, you can still purchase the vehicle off the gauge in Marketplace, as long as you have access to the site and a working bank account full of shekels. Here is how you play the pancake of death. You load 15 to 20 rounds of your extra large Stalichmaya antidepressants and smash the like and subscribe buttons. Unlike the most blatantly overpowered vehicle in the game, this thing gets a fucking stabilizer, which, unlike the most overpowered vehicle in the game, allows it to actually be competitive. Regarding Russia's rampant alcoholism, the 279 is equipped with the 130mm M65 tubular vodka ballista, which is capable of slinging 40% potato-based alcoholic beverages at a maximum rate of about 6.98 dead kilograms per collectivized famine, or in filthy Western language, about 7 rounds per minute. This is accomplished by a semi-automatic loading system featuring a combination of expendable Soviet labor and ramming systems, meaning that unlike the most overpowered tank in the game, your loader skills do actually matter here. Despite being classed as a heavy tank, the Object 279 is best played as an aggressive support tank. You use your medium tank mobility to surprise enemies and waste them with an incredibly fairly distributed alcoholic beverage. However, your hull, gun mantlet, and this flat bit here are very weak to enemy hardened spaghetti, which often leads to an early demonstration of the emergency turret ejection system. In other words, you are far from invincible. Unlike the most overpowered tank in the game, the key to your success is to surprise the fascist dogs like Operation Bagration, avoiding long-range fights, and using hard cover and low terrain to avoid being spotted by thermals. This allows you to close the distance and show your opponent who has the longest male appendage at close range, where your heavy armor and stabilizer can cause the enemy to panic. Now you know how to play the moon rover. Now get out there and make Germany suffer. So gauge and we'll buff them with another fucking spreadsheet.